From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather, live at 5.
Beautiful springtime weather across the Tennessee Valley on this Monday. Here's a live look at the Arctic Air Skycam network starting in Lawrenceburg. Completely cloud-free skies out there this afternoon with dry air in place across the area. Temperature is 66 currently as of the top of the 5 o'clock hour. Dew point dry at 29 degrees and northwest wind currently at 5 miles per hour across Lawrenceburg. Slide down to the Shoals. Check out the University of North Alabama in Florence where it's currently 67. Atop Rivers Hall, you see the winds updating there live northwest at 2 miles per hour currently. Dew point's 37. If you would have seen the camera earlier, there was a controlled burn down in Winston County, Alabama in the Bankhead National Forest. Dew point 37, so going to have to be careful with the fires out there the next couple days while we're still dry and windy before moisture moves back into the area for later in the week. But sunny skies across the Shoals as well late this afternoon, and we expect more in the way of this weather as we head through the next couple days, even warmer the next couple days. Upper 60s to lower 70s out there this afternoon as we head into the 5 o'clock hour. Live Viper radar, as you would expect, completely quiet. And across our local area here, we had the system that brought showers to the area over the weekend. That's pulled east of us now and over the Carolinas and Georgia. That same system actually brought tornadoes to central Florida earlier this morning, including an EF2 tornado that hit very close to the Fox Orlando affiliate down there, Fox 35. That was some harrowing activity earlier, rated an EF2. All that's well off to the southeast and moving away. And we're quiet here for the next couple days before our next shower chance coming Wednesday night into Thursday. We'll talk about the weather going forward here as we head through the next few minutes. Clear skies this evening, dropping out of the 60s into the 50s this evening, and eventually the 40s overnight with a light wind overnight. Dry air means we're going to cool efficiently down to the low to mid 40s across the region, and I would not be shocked at some upper 30s, especially across southern middle Tennessee, even though you don't see too many of them on the map here. If the temperatures are going to bust a couple degrees one way or the other, they're going to be busting in the cooler direction by 2 or 3 degrees, although I do think most of us only get down to the lower 40s. As we head into tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. We start to get a breezy southwest wind, sustained around 10 miles per hour by midday and afternoon, but gusts as high as 15 to 20 at times. Daytime highs tomorrow into the low to mid 70s across the area, and then we drop efficiently again once we go into tomorrow night with clear skies back into the mid to upper 40s. We're mostly sunny for the daytime hours of Wednesday, but the next weather system approaches Wednesday night, brings a few showers, maybe a rumble or two of thunder Wednesday night into the first half of Thursday. I don't expect any severe storms with the system as it crosses the area. That moves out Thursday afternoon. Still a southerly wind behind that on Friday. Then a bigger weather system comes out Friday night into Saturday with showers and thunderstorms likely in multiple waves as we head from Friday night into Saturday. And some of those storms could be strong to severe. Now, during the daytime hours of Friday into early Friday evening, the threat of severe weather will be off to the west of our area from near the Mississippi River back into the Ozarks to the Arklatex. Over there, it is a risk where all hazard types are possible, including a tornado risk. As we head to the overnight hours of Friday night and through the early morning hours of Saturday, that's when our risk window starts to open up here in our part of the Tennessee Valley of southern middle Tennessee, northwest Alabama, and northeast Mississippi. Being this far out, there aren't too many small scale details I can give you, like how serious of a threat it is or it is not. I can't tell you the specific timing for a specific town, the exact start time, the exact stop time, that type of thing. I can't tell you things like this county has a higher threat than that county, things like that. I can tell you that the overall general pattern is favorable for strong to severe thunderstorms that will include the possibility of some degree of a tornado risk in this time period. Overnight Friday night into early Saturday morning, that's the first round we will be watching. And then we'll watch to see how those storms evolve Saturday morning, because that would affect how storms later on Saturday evolve and potentially affect the area. When there's an additional risk, it's a little more uncertain, but an additional risk of strong to severe thunderstorms across the area that would still include a tornado risk if it is able to materialize. And then with heavy rain across the area, by Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, there may be the potential for some flooding and flash flooding. Now, if the storms get in here late Friday night and then they kind of sit over the area Saturday morning, that would decrease the risk across our local area going into Saturday afternoon to Saturday night. And that's one reason why, if you saw our post earlier this morning on the Facebook and Twitter accounts, we did not want to show that enhanced risk that's been issued across the area for Saturday, because we feel it's just too far out to do that, because there are too many question marks, and 5 to 6 days out, there's no sense of beating you over the head with that, where we're not sure of the small details of how it will evolve specifically. Just know that there is the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms both Friday night and Saturday, including all threat types of damaging straight line winds, the potential for hail, and some degree of a tornado risk. Once we get to about Wednesday, we can start to get this threat into the higher resolution models. Then we can start to get a first glimpse at what the smaller scale details would look like, and we can begin providing more details. And at that time, we will be able to make a decision of whether or not it's time to ramp up the urgency of the threat. We're not at that point yet. We won't be at that point on Tuesday. It will be Wednesday before we have enough data to see whether we need to ramp up the tone or not. I can't answer that question yet. It's possible we might have to. And if you've been a long-time follower, you know that while we don't play the hype games and the clickbait games and all that, we also don't keep our head in the sand. And if a threat does require a more urgent, serious tone, we're not scared to take that. But for right now, just focus on prepping. Focus on planning ahead. Make sure that your family has a severe weather safety plan in place. Think about that now while the weather is quiet, because you don't want to be scrambling at the last moment with a tornado warning being issued for you. Know where you're going to shelter if a warning is issued. Have multiple reliable ways of hearing warnings. If you have storm anxiety, we know that's a crippling fear. For some people, it's a very real thing. If you have anxiety about this, number one, there's no reason to be scared, but we understand that you may be. If you suffer from that situation, it may be a good idea for you to tune out for a couple days. By Wednesday, we will have a better idea of the smaller scale details of this. And if you do suffer from anxiety from things like this, tune out for a couple days. Come check back in with us Wednesday, and we'll have more details on how this will evolve. Between now and then, there's going to be quiet weather for tomorrow and Wednesday. It's safe for you to have a break for a couple days, come back Wednesday, and we'll have more details on what to expect. But again, prep time here the next few days is critical. Highs in the 70s and quiet weather here through a large part of the week outside of those showers Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Warmer on Friday. Some folks may hit 80 degrees again, especially North Alabama on Friday afternoon, staying into the lower 70s Saturday, depending on how the storms and the rain evolve across the area. And then as that system kicks out, we're back to somewhat cooler air with highs between the upper 50s to the mid 60s and overnight lows back in the upper 30s to lower 40s as we head Sunday into the start of next week. And with the warm weather, as you would expect, trees are starting to wake up with the pollen. So allergy sufferers, it's going to be a problem here for the next few days. Not excessively high pollen levels, but it is starting to get up there as we would expect this time of year. Clear skies tonight, overnight lows mainly into the lower 40s across southern middle Tennessee. But again, there could be some isolated upper 30s here, especially along and east of Highway 43, where the air is a little bit drier. Northwest Alabama, northeast Mississippi, low to mid 40s here with clear skies. 7-day forecast from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. A beautiful day for Tuesday. Warm, breezy southwest winds. Sunny skies, highs in the low to mid 70s. More of the same for Wednesday, but overnight thunder showers move in. Again, not expecting those to be severe. Morning to midday showers on Thursday. A break from Thursday afternoon all the way to Friday night. It's the overnight hours of Friday, and then again with the second round on Saturday. We'll watch for the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms. We'll know more details on that over the next few days. Clearing weather as we head into early next week. There's Look Your latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock with another check of your local weather.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.